Let me know, guys, when you guys see it on your end that we're live.
It's going, Javi.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome, guys, to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie. Today we have another special Monday here. We have a lot of guests here with us and people here on the panel. I just want to say welcome, Jason. Good to have you here, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome. Also, we have Sean. Welcome, brother. A fellow
Hey,
veteran.
thanks. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. A fellow veteran, Boom Racing, also one of our O11C members as well, brother. Thank you for your service, brother. Um, also we got Peter. Welcome, Peter.
How you doing? Morning from the UK on a Tuesday.
My goodness, yes, yes. Welcome, man. Thank you for being here. You and Jason, man.
That's fine. I'll sleep later. I don't need to sleep.
Awesome, awesome. Josh, welcome, brother. How you doing, man? How was your weekend?
It was a pretty good weekend. Um, Doing all right. Got to hook up Ricky with the skid steer.
Oh, yes.
Met up with him. Um, who also has the Max from Cal RC right now. So he's getting a collection of Operation 11 Charlie stuff.
And it's in special sick bills too, man. That's the
Yeah,
thing. I gotta look for the pictures.
there he is, RC Crawlers. What's up, Ricky? That's that lucky guy in there showing up in the chat.
Whatever he's doing, we man, you gotta let us know, man.
I think I passed the
PayPal
winning
him
torch
some
to
money
him.
for the next one.
So let me share this with that. This is him right here. This is what a picture that Josh shared when he was given the winning of this last raffle that we did. That is awesome, man. Congratulations, brother. Awesome job, Josh.
Lucky guy.
Oh my goodness. And the other build that he won also from Cow RC, two beautiful, beautiful builds. Just incredible what happened here. And
And
it's
he's been sharing videos of it. Like he's got 3 or 4 videos up of it
already.
now.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. So, Joe, how was your weekend, brother?
Pretty good, pretty relaxed, starting to get stuff ready for the gauntlet this weekend. So baby stepping it.
I was talking to Josh today, and I said, Josh, I don't know where I'm at because I'm thinking it's like in 2 weeks. I said, no, bro, this week. I said, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
Yeah. I plan on leaving Thursday evening as I drive up, stay with family in Toledo, and then I leave from there and head on up into Saranac. So
wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. I'm assuming Dennis is already marinating the meat for the walking tacos, the meatball sand, all that stuff, right, Dennis? He's gonna be the cook.
Oh, we got everything for the meatball subs already. Got everything for the pasta salad. Just got to get a
He's not,
couple little things and start packing up.
You're making me hungry.
he's not
you
doing
have
walking
no clue.
tacos though, since you won't
You
be
do an
there.
airdrop to the UK.
Awesome, awesome. Dennis, so how was your weekend? I'm assuming getting ready for this weekend coming up for this event, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we did all of our running around yesterday. Saturday was pretty quiet. We just sat home. Got a list together of what I need to get ready and what I'm taking as far as trucks.
Okay.
So other than that, just kind of hanging out, enjoying the cool weather when it comes through at night.
Also, real quick, guys, before we go to a special guest, let me get the Josh, could you talk a little bit about that event you're going real quick while I take the
Yeah. So
go
we're
ahead, bro.
going up to the Gauntlet in Saranac, Ionia, Michigan at Walter RC Park. It's Friday, Saturday, and then kind of a free run Sunday. They do all kinds of different events. They have They have trails for people that just want to go and trail in the back. They have a lighted course out front. They have an oval course out front. They have an off-road track out front. There's going to be 124th and 118th mini comps going on, which are hosted mostly by Tony CCXRC.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically the rules are brushed or brushless with 63 millimeter tires. And then run what you got, either 24 scale or 18 scale. There's an event out back. There's the gauntlet, which is you run, what was it, Joe, like 100 or 200 gates?
Yeah, probably not too far off that.
And it's for time. You can like use bungees for your winch to get over stuff, but you can grab it and hold it and then drive your truck.
Sounds
and
like
then just
events I do. We do the
Yeah.
same kind of thing, but we do 1,500 gates, around 15
Yeah.
acres over 3 days.
Yeah, well, they do this like in a day for time. So like it's averaging somewhere between an hour to 2 hours, depending on the class. There's one guy that runs 2 classes. So he'll go out first thing in the morning, start his time, run his 1.9 truck, come back, get his 2.2 truck, and then run the whole course again with his 2.2 truck. But then they have King of the Rocks, which is like a big mud pit, rock pit. Then they have a thing called Purgatory, which is like just go beat the crap out of your truck through this course, and then whoever survives the fastest wins.
Awesome.
That's their big things.
Yeah, that's kind of like a G6 rock race type
Yes.
that they set up.
Are these permanent courses? Sounds like it's a pretty big setup.
Yes.
Yeah, if you pull it up on the map and you change it to a realistic or satellite view, you can actually see the tracks.
Oh, sweet, sweet,
If
sweet.
The event itself.
I mean, I've heard of the Gauntlet event. They've been going on for like, I don't know, 10 plus years or around that.
It's been going on for a little while, yeah.
Yeah, we sponsored their event many years, and I know it's a pretty big event, but I've never been. I would love to, but
It's an awesome time, and it's like very laid back. We were out driving on the night course at what 1 or 2 a.m. and then go over to the oval track, and we're running it until they shut the lights out. And while we're doing that, there's people still heading back to the trails. Like
Yeah.
all night, people are running.
These are the
So-
kind of events I want to come to soon.
Yep, that one's a good one. And it's basically you're not restricted to just doing this or one type of thing. It's what are you in the mood for? Get out,
Yeah.
go get it.
Yeah,
Like I've been chomping at the bit to go hit a circle track and a short course track. So I'm ripping to get my Pro 4 out and have a good time.
I used to race short course. I could do with getting my 4-wheel drive out and ragging it around somewhere. Sitting in the garage covering dust.
Yep.
So real quick, guys. Also before we start talking with Jason, Peter, and Sean, real quick. Also we have do a shout out this Thursday coming up. We have a regular outing with the Veterans Hospital here locally to us. So this Thursday we're gonna be there, present there at the local VA hospital. We're gonna be continuing the build that we have been doing for the last 5-6 months of that
base
what
camp.
is it? Thank you. The base camp kit. So shout out to Sergeant Major Jeremy Kilborn. I've been giving those classes and all the social workers, the doctors, right? All our veterans are part. The PTSD program, the homeless veterans program, the TBI, traumatic brain injury program. They're always present and bring the veterans out. We always have a good time on that. So that's gonna be this Thursday coming up. Very excited. And to all our reps that come in and work each table, right? with our guys, right? So Dennis or Joe, whoever, Joe, if you guys want to read, I'm gonna show the pictures of the Rock Pirates built, right? The link is, I put it on the chat, our chat, guys, the list, and somebody can help me out while I share these pictures real quick. So guys, so we want to mention that this, let me know you guys can see it.
Yeah.
So this right here is a Rock Pirate built that Christian from Rock Pirates donated to the organization. So this raffle is starting. Actually, the link is going to be posted tomorrow, but it's starting tonight, right? We already have the PayPal link in the chat, guys, pinned to the top. This one, it's a bunch of one-off. And then I believe, guys, the code, it is right,
But
RP1,
RP1.
RP1, guys. So when you guys go to PayPal, make sure to put RP1, and this is gonna be for this raffle. It is $5 a spot, or if you guys do the $20, you will get an extra spot. So instead of getting 4 spots, you're gonna get a extra one. You're gonna have five spots for every $20. You will get 5 spots, guys. So we are starting this raffle tonight, and it's gonna be running for 2 weeks, right? I believe the 23rd or the 22nd. We're gonna be closing this raffle, guys, at the Rock Pirate Show. Rock Pirate Show, and then this is every Tuesday. So for this one is going to be trying to get my calendar up. Of course, I don't have it lined up. What is it on the 23rd, right? The 23rd, September 23rd. Their show, we're gonna be sharing links with them, with you guys. But the show is every Tuesday, and our raffle that we're gonna be closing is on September 23rd. Their show starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time, right? As you guys know, they're located out of California. So this one is $5 a spot. Let me know when you guys have the list.
Yep,
so
I
we
got it.
Go ahead, brother.
So it's an Axial SCX10 Pro Kit with factory team gold shocks. It's got a Rock Pirates RC Custom OP11 Gold Pro chassis. It's a Rock Pirates RC Gold Rock sliders. RC Pirates Gold hardline bed. Rock Pirates Gold body post mounts. Rock Pirates Gold chassis cross member. Rock Pirates front comp bumper. Rock Pirates RC fair lead. Rock Pirates rear comp bumper. A Reef Raw 800 LP brass steering servo. It has a Reef's brass Micro 99. Vanquish Gold 1.9 tanks and Proline Super Swampers.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Joe. Also, we have a hobby one, only one, the 2300 kV.
The
As
Fusion Pro.
yeah, that's a
It's
Fusion Pro, right?
and I remember him saying it has custom foams in the tires as well, but
Yes,
they're not noted here.
yes, they are. We
I
got
bet they're
custom.
squid.
They're
Don't quote
squid. Yes,
No,
they are. Yes, they are. They're
I don't
squid.
think I thought he said foams, but I could be mistaken.
No, SL3 is for squid, always helping out, reaching out for helping out our builds. But yes, it's some. Also the wheels that you see on the picture that you show are not those wheels. So these ones are Vanquish wheels and whatnot. This link, the link will gonna be post tomorrow morning. It's gonna be released, and we're gonna be sharing it and whatnot. I see there's a bunch of people already jumping in on the raffle, guys. Thank you. Go ahead, brother.
Also with that, Rock Pirates doesn't offer their sliders or the bed in that anodized gold. So it's one off.
Absolutely.
That there's only 2 of those chassis in existence in gold.
Yes.
Because that's the Kraken Pro chassis for the SCX10 Pro. So that is a total one-off truck. There's only one other one even close to it in existence.
Yes.
So it would be one of 2 of that chassis in
And
that color.
and most of the, if not all that metal in there, it is
It's all
anodized,
customized. Yeah,
custom
gold.
anodized, the gold, O11C gold, right? So they don't sell those parts like that. So we are very, very grateful for Christian and Rock Pirates for donating this raffle going that we started today going on. I see there's a bunch of people already in the chat. Thank you guys. I see Maurice. It's a bunch of our veterans here on the chat. Welcome, brother. Chunky Customs. Let me see Raymond E. Tanner, Robert. Squirrel. We got Kurt in the house on Non-RC. Welcome, brother. Let me see. Rick, welcome in. Rob Gunning, welcome in. Pablo, welcome in. Dwayne, welcome in, brother. Good to have you here. Backwoods Lunatic, welcome in. We got Joseph in the chat. Matt also in the chat with us. Matt K. He said, Jason, I was in the event last week and Boom Racing sponsor. As I always say, thank you for supporting the hobby. The people who receive your product love it. That's Matt
You're very
K.
welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Matt.
participating.
Yes, yes. So Matt. And then let me see here. Also, Matt, as you know, he's one of our members. He's one of the representatives from that Maryland chapter, right? Also, tomorrow, MD has the VA outing tomorrow, charging veterans now for that. So that's another chapter for Operation 11 Charlie that works in collaboration with the VA hospital. And there, Matt is working with that Perry Point VA hospital, Veterans Hospital there. So that's an awesome stuff. Thank you to Matt and Jesse that working there, and that's Sergeant Major Jeremy Kilbone started that relationship there with that VA hospital there. So we are very grateful to all the doctors, social workers out there that go out there with Matt and our veterans. So AC Riders, welcome in. If I miss anybody, thank you so much for being here. We got Jesse in the, talking about Jesse. Jesse's there on the chat. Welcome, Jesse. Good to have you here, girl. Guys, anything that we forgot to mention before we go to our special guest?
Not that I can think of.
Very cool. Also, we have Proline by the Fire coming up next month as well, guys. Our California chapter. That one is expected a lot of our veterans out there at Proline by the Fire. We're also planning and getting ready for that big event down there. So let me see here. Jason, Peter, Sean, who wants to go first? Introduce yourself, guys, to people that don't know about you guys and what you guys do.
Okay, I can go first.
Go ahead,
Hi,
Jason.
so I'm Jason Tsang from Hong Kong. I studied in the US back in 2004 to 2009. I came back here to continue my business. I actually started the business Asia Teas when I was about 14 years old. So I live and breathe RC. RC is the only work that I've ever done in my life. I'm 39 now, so it's been about 25 years. I started Boom Racing about 15 years ago, and we make RC car kits mainly nowadays. The latest one is the DRX01 AWB adjustable wheelbase that came out about a month ago. The builder's kit came out. And then recently, about 6 months ago, we started an app called Scaletra. And it's an app for tiny trucking. It tracks your scale trail activities. So it's GPS based. It's a mobile application. You just turn on your GPS. It's very simple. While you go out and trail, you turn it on. It tracks your movements. So it gives you data for your mileage, your distance, your steps, your elevation, calories burned, and it keeps track of individual details for your vehicles as well. So you can upload like 10 of your vehicles and you can keep track of individually the data of all of your vehicles. The app is 100% free of charge. It costs nothing to use. Yeah, there's the features right now at the moment are quite basic, but that was by design. We just wanted to make sure that everything works great and everybody that uses it have good user experience. And we're slowly building out the features at the moment. So the app came out about 6 months ago, and we heard a lot of feedback from the community, what the community wants. So we're building those things right now, adding more features. And a couple of days ago, we added the newest feature, which is a satellite map view. Because when we were in Beat the Creek, Chris Lindgren asked if he can map out the trails with satellite view because he finds satellite view a lot more useful than just the normal view. So I told him I'll try to work on it, but I wasn't able to do that at that time. But we built it out. So we just launched that feature a couple days ago. So hopefully, you guys find it useful, but there's a lot more features to be built into the app. Yeah, so thank you.
Awesome. I wish thank you, Jason, for what you do, brother. I see there's a bunch of people on there. I know some of our guys have Boom Racing. The latest Joe would build that last month, right, Joe?
Yep. Finally broke down and got one built.
That's your first hard body, right? Scale rig, right?
Actually full build, yes. Yep.
Oh, wow. Which one did you get?
The only one to get.
Okay.
Which one you got, Joe?
I got the BRX01 with the Zill body.
Oh, wow. Never seen it. First time seeing it.
So
Nice.
It's not done. I still got a full things to it, but
Snap.
Awesome.
and then got the
I see you got the optional front and rear bumpers.
Yep.
Nice. The engine.
And then I bought it from RC Attic, so he even signed the hood.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, actually I'm using it as comp truck.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you want that? Oh, hold on a second. I didn't know that. First
That's
class.
cool. They're a lot more
So-
capable
Class
than
1.
people think they're going to be.
Oh no, wait a
That's the
minute.
wrong-
I'm
that's the
sorry.
wrong
That was
trophy
the
kit.
wrong one. There you go. Let's try that one.
Okay.
That's cool.
First.
There we go. So
Do you
And
not
that
do you not
was-
think
Still
they're
good.
more capable than people think they're going to be? When you
Yep.
start running them, you realize what it can actually do, what it's
So-
capable of.
for me, it was that was the second time running it. I changed the suspension. I put the axle underneath the spring to raise it up a little bit, which allows the front bumpers and stuff to work and give a little bit more clearance, and it destroyed.
You should share some pictures of that with the
Mm.
Facebook groups.
Yeah, I can.
Mo-
I was kind of letting some things finish out because, like, I put the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive differential in it, or transfer case in it, and I just got the light kit. So I was kind of like waiting to get the light kit in it before I started kind of sharing everything. But plus, now that I've got some comp, it's got some fresh scratches on it. So I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to hit it with some more matte clear again to kind of seal in those scratches, and then I'll share.
Cool.
What light kit did you get? Because I know our light kit for that chassis hasn't come out yet.
I just bought your regular Kudo light kit, and I'm going to modify.
Okay. Yeah, our light kit for that kit is coming out maybe next month.
I just, like I said, I just bought the regular Kudo kit. I
Right.
figured I'd just pull, but Fly Sky just released the new receiver that has a light controller built into it. So I'm actually thinking about backstepping and putting that into it, and then just using regular lights. Because I mean, it doesn't take a lot of lights anyhow in that truck. So, and I don't plan on putting anything too fancy in it, just headlights and marker lights and turns. So,
Sounds like a good plan.
but yeah, it's running factory tires. I even got your guys' inserts and having good luck with them. Took a little bit to break them in, but they're getting better as you go.
Are you talking about the Rock Monster silicon inserts?
Mhm.
Okay.
Since Joe won't show it, I'll show his picture.
The guy that invented those inserts is here.
Yeah, you can see it's got a higher stance in a good way.
Mhm.
I've
Yep.
got to do that mod with mine. I'm going to play with it when I get some time.
So it took a little bit of fiddling with it because of the anti-roll bars or the
Anti-torque twist.
anti-spring rips. So I had to
Yeah,
actually
anti-wrap
shim
bars.
it. Yeah, anti-wrap. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah, yeah.
So I actually had to add spacers to it. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can.
that's definitely a mod I want to do with mine.
Like, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. Let's see.
Yeah, I can see. It's cool. Very cool.
Then I
Good
put orange spacers to kind of compensate for the anti-wrap bars in the spring.
How many more mil do you get ride height?
Quite a bit, actually.
And you
About 4
don't
to
think it
6. I
raises the
didn't.
center of gravity too much?
Hell no. Nope. That thing, it crawled like it wanted to. It didn't flip over at all. If anything, it restricted some of the suspension in the rear.
Right.
But other than that,
One of
like
the
I said,
advantages of the Rock Monster inserts, though, is it does take the CG lower than the actual chassis height. That was one of the
Right.
things in the very beginning with the inserts that we designed them to make them for comp to
Oh,
try
it's-
and push the CG lower.
they're heavy too.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
original prototypes were like even like twice as heavy. They're like 3.5 ounces per insert.
Awesome.
But
So you mentioned Jason. So somebody here created those insert. Who was that? Sean or Peter?
Me.
It was Sean.
It
Yeah.
was Sean. Awesome, brother.
Actually, if you fun fact, it was me and another guy, Michael Giles, that were pouring them in the backyard out of really high dollar silicone inserts. Our silicone that's got palladium in it and stuff. It was made for doing breast augmentation, so it was like stupid expensive. But the thing was, when Jason went to make them, we done all these different designs of how do you get them out of the molds. And one day, but still make it compressible. And so when I was at work one day, I saw a reach fork drive over a curb. And if you look at the inserts, they look exactly like a solid air tire for a forklift because they got the little holes in them.
That's all. Sean, now you talking to people that don't know about you, Sean. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do in Boom Racing, brother?
I don't know. How long has it been I known you, Jason? Been quite a while.
Only about 10 years.
Yeah, I found Jason, his dad, one day walking lost through the desert. And he started, he told me he owned a company called, yeah, that's literally the truth. And he told me one day, he goes, I own a company named Asian Teas. And I was like, well, let's go over and talk about stuff. And then here we are behind me. There were all the prototypes. Like every one of them were unserial numbered prototypes of all the trucks. I've done all the testing since then. There's a lot of stuff I've been involved with. And then we do this, and then COVID, he asked me to do the Vegas event for him, and then after that, I just been doing all the events that I can get a hold of out here. So other than that, I just kind of stay in the background all the time.
Sean,
I don't really work for Boom Racing. So.
Yeah, he doesn't work for Boom Racing. What I call him is he's the unofficial board of advisor. I asked him so many questions. I mean, he taught me so many things about crawling for the last 10 years or so. And he gave me confidence to release our own vehicle. Yeah, he found a lot of things that wasn't going right. So he would give me tips how to correct them. Yeah, Sean was there from the beginning and helped us a lot with technical stuff.
It's been a fun ride, though. I think it's all about the story, and we made a hell of a lot of good stories.
And also just being a good friend, you know, over the years with all the ups and downs, he was always there, and he didn't ask me for anything. So yeah, I really appreciate the friendship.
It's crazy how this hobby connects people from all over the world, right? What it does, right? for people, right? And especially for us here in Operation 11, Charlie, what it does for our veterans and first responders. It's incredible. I love to listen to those stories like yours, Jason and Sean. That's awesome, man.
11
And one
Charlie
of
actually did something I didn't realize I was doing. When I'd get all like worked up, the wife would be like, "You need to go and do some tiny truck," and I would just go walk through the desert by myself. That BRX02, I spent months and months by myself walking through the desert, and it's exactly what you guys are doing. I'd go there stressed out, mad at the world, come back, just as calm as can be.
Yeah.
It's got to, and I didn't realize that you guys were using it for PTSD, and I was using it for PTSD the whole time and didn't realize it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Oh, we all do. We all do.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things we love about this new app, the Scaletra app, is the potential that it can help a lot of people and just be a platform to get people out there and to enjoy the hobby and just be together. So there's we're really looking forward to what the app can do. It's still very small right now. It's still in the beginning stages, but yeah, we have a lot of hope for it.
I downloaded mine a few months, actually, when you guys released it, because I know you guys did something a few months ago for O11C stuff, a challenge and whatnot. And what it did, it's just incredible, man. So grateful, Jason, bro.
Oh yeah, we did a challenge at the time that was still in the beta phase. And I remember it was a challenge in partnership with Boom. So Boom donated some products based on the mileage that you guys walked. So I remember it was 5 kilometers for $15. So about 3 miles. And then BoomRacing would donate $15 for every 3 miles that was walked. And we ended up donating around $500. But that was in the beta phase. So that was still early with nobody basically in the app, but we were able to donate $500. So,
that was so awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I downloaded mine. So guys, we posted, I know Josh has been posting the Boom Racing page, also the Scaletra.com website there, guys. And then from there, either click if you got Android or iPhone, you go ahead and download it.
It's pretty cool. It's amazing. Like once you get it set up, I mean, hard part's service. Like if you're in a bad area with no service, you kind of get it started with service. And then once you get it going, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Other than that,
so that's absolutely one of the things that we're working on right now. In a very short time, we will make an update with the app, so it will work 100% when you don't have data. So it will work 100% offline. That was actually one of the things we worked on in the beginning, but we figured, okay, with GPS, the app will still work. But then we figured, it didn't work 100% of the time when there's no data or when the data is very slow. I think people had some issues when data was slow. So we did not work on that part of the app, but we took that into account now. And I think it's going to work 100% even when the data is really slow and when there's completely no data. The app will work. The challenges will work. You can join the challenges when there's no internet. You can continue the challenges when you have no internet. I think Josh is the one that at Beat the Creek came up to me to tell me that you're not able to continue with a challenge when there's no internet. Or when or you cannot switch vehicles.
Yes,
when you're you are not able to switch vehicles when you're in the middle of a challenge. So we're working on that as well.
I see there. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, so I just want to touch on a point that the features are not rolling out like super fast. It's one of the reasons is because we're a super small team and we're funding everything in-house. So the features are not going to be built like how you see a big, social media company would normally be. We are trying our best to build out the features, but one of the things
free as well. That's really important. At the moment, it's free, and we're going to
Right.
keep it free for as long as possible. If
Yeah.
there was a corporate sponsored thing, we could probably put the features faster, but it's not. It's all in-house. We're keeping it free. We're keeping it for the community, and that's important.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of it for me, I know, was using it the first time was just getting the feel for it and finding the shortcuts. Like loading it up when you had service, starting it, and then going to where there was no service. If you got to your site or you got to the trail where there was no service, and then you try to start it, then that's where the discrepancy. So I think a lot of it was just learning and getting the feel for it and finding the flow. I've been using it quite a bit, so I've enjoyed it.
The offline
You're
mode will
absolutely right,
change
though.
things.
That was one thing that, like, from customer education, it's expensive and it's slow, but once you get people it in their hand and you explain to them why you can use it, then they get very excited about it.
Yes.
But it's very difficult for you to just pick it up and go, oh, this is what it does. The events are super important to be able to actually like show people the features and how you can use it to your own specific needs.
Yes. I
Yeah,
see
so
there.
even like
Go ahead.
Blackwood's
Go ahead.
Lunatic says, I've
Read
already
that
made a few friends from the app and learned about some new local spots and even found some local veterans. So, I mean, it's working.
Yep. Yep. It
So one
works.
of the main features that I would say 100% of the people want is to be able to go up to the app and see where all the trail spots are, right? It's a very obvious feature that a lot of people want. But right now we are still building the data out, and there's really no point to release this like in the very beginning stages because you just be staring at a blank map. But we are building the data out fairly quickly, and we are also at the same time building that feature so that you'll be able to come up and then find the trail maps. I mean, find where all the trails are. So, but that will take some time.
It's got to be
Also,
led historically. Those
yeah.
trails have to be put on the map historically by people using the app.
Also, there, Matt says Scaletra has helped different things. O11C, a friend in the hobby going through some major health issues, and I believe I saw a challenge to help raise funds for a disaster relief as well.
Yeah, we've
This,
done a few earthquake disaster fund. There's more planned. It's a balance between challenges to get people out there doing things and having fun, but also raising money for charity. So not every challenge is for charity, but a good
Yeah.
percentage every month.
Awesome, awesome. Peter, brother, go ahead, tell people about yourself real quick so people don't know about you.
It's a tough one. I'm in my late 50s. I've been doing RC since I was 8. I trained as an engineering model maker and I became a shoe designer, believe it or not, for many
Wow.
years. Then a friend of mine passed away who was the editor of an RC magazine, and I was his assistant. I was then made editor, and I ran that for a decade. And I've also worked in television on a TV program called The Gadget Show for nearly 20 years in the UK. I'm semi-retired now, believe it or not. I run a coffee company, but I also work for Jason for BoomRacing and Scaletra as a brand manager, brand ambassador, and I help test products. I've known Jason over a decade. He sponsored my events. I was UK rock crawling champion in 2014 when I used to drive for Axial. I won the UK Nationals. I also run an event twice a year called the UK Scalar Nationals. The next one is at the end of October. We do one in May, one in October, 300 plus people over
Wow.
15 acres, 1,500 gates. I've traveled all around the States. I've been out crawling in Nevada. I got into it, rock crawling, in the mid 2000s. And then Axial released this, Scorpion, the original, and it all went from there. I've done DVDs about rock crawling. I've written books about it. The list is huge, and I'm not going to bore you. I'm obsessed with it in a really good way. and always will be. I've got 158 cars in my collection. And I'm in the middle of a house move, so everything's in boxes. So what you see is just the ones I need to run the app. That's it at the moment.
That's awesome. There.
So let me just add a little bit.
Go ahead,
Peter
bro.
Peter used to work for another crawler brand, Charisma, right?
Yeah, I
And then
co-founded that brand.
right, you developed that brand with the owner, Ivan.
Yeah. When my publisher, at the time when I was a magazine editor, it went bankrupt because it didn't move into digital quick enough. And I had 4 months where I had no work. And when you're a family man with children, you start worrying. And then Ivan came along and said, right, let's create a brand based on what you love doing. And that's when we created Charisma Scale Adventure. I worked for Charisma Scale Adventure for a decade nearly, and Charisma as a brand, developed all their vehicles, helped with the box design, my signatures on a lot of the boxes. And then I left Charisma, and Jason and I spoke, and he knew I was kind of semi-retiring. He knew I wanted to do something interesting and push myself, and it just was a perfect fit at the time.
No, and at the time, we were just talking about creating the app, and that got
Yeah,
you super excited,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
you
I
wanted to
just
be on board, and that's when we bounce ideas off of each other, and then
I
that's how.
I think as well, it was a few years after COVID. We'd all been in lockdown. And in the UK, it was driving me crazy being in lockdown and at the tail end of it. And I used to spend 50, 60 hours building a rig. I mean, like, and then I didn't have a reason to run it sometimes. The only time I took it out was at the Nationals twice a year, or if I met friends occasionally at a big location. What the app has done for me is meant I can take all my rigs out that are in my garage, my virtual garage, and I've got a reason for running them almost daily. I mean, I forgot the other day, but we did a leaderboard of how many kilometers some people have run. I've done over 200 kilometers, and that was in the testing phase of the app. It made me want to get out and do some exercise. It did my head good. It did me physically good. And I just think the app is about bringing everybody together globally. I've made so many friends now through the app from everywhere in the world. I was even running behind Jaguar Land Rover. I live in Solihull in the UK. And where the plant is that makes Land Rovers, there's a huge park. I was running one of my Land Rover rigs around there a few weeks ago, and I bumped into somebody running a TRX4 running the app. It was crazy. It's like two people running the app bump into each other. I think going forward, the feature sets and things we want to implement and the extra functionality it's going to have will elevate it even more. But at the moment, like Jason said at the beginning of this, the basics work. We know what doesn't, and we're working on it. And it's encouraged so many people to take things that are sitting on shelves sometimes or in garages, take them out and actually go and run them. And I think that's really important.
Yeah, it's like what Matt was saying about uh his friend that used it to inspire him to go out and do stuff. It's an awesome app. I've used it. We were doing the challenges at Beat the Creek, and like I said, that's why Jason mentioned that I talked to him. Like, man, I was switching trucks because I bring different trucks. Like for Gauntlet, I think there's 10 trucks lined up over there, ready to go out and get loaded up. So it's an awesome app, and it was neat. Like we just found ourselves like staring at the app while we were trying to like we had our GoPros on our controllers and we're looking at the app. I'm like, I've been filming the ground for like 2 minutes as I'm looking at the app, make sure I'm on the right course
Me
and trying to see what the
too.
challenge is. It was
I
neat,
think
man.
in the future, there's a lots of scope with the app
Hmm.
for taking your face away from looking at it and just driving your vehicle. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I think we can take it up a level in the future where your vehicle becomes the focus of
Hmm.
when you're recording and what you're doing. And that's just me cryptically telling you what we want to work on in the future. I think the biggest drawback people have found, as Jason said, is if you've got data, you can start a challenge. If you lose data, you then can't upload it. There's issues. People say the app pauses sometimes if I'm not got the settings correct. And with the offline mode, it means wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll be able to run it. You'll be able to start a challenge. Once you hit a data zone or somewhere where there's cell coverage and data, you'll then be able to edit what you've recorded, upload pictures, and complete the challenge. And I think that's the most important thing we do at the moment. And we're beta testing that aspect of it at the moment. What we beta test as a team behind the scenes is often 2 or 3 months before you guys, the end users, get to see it, because we want to test the code and make sure it's right before we implement it.
So a major change with that, with the app that's in the upcoming release, is everything will work in the background. So all the uploading will be immediate. It will save to your phone first, and then it will upload in the background. So when you're interacting with the app, you're not gonna notice any difference. So that's one of the main differences that will be in the upcoming releases. We did not think about that in the beginning, unfortunately. Everything was just interacting directly with the server, but turns out it doesn't work that way. Especially, it works when we're in the office working on the app, but then when you're outside, which is 100% of the time when you're using the app, a lot of the times you don't get good data. And so we're working
There
on
was a
that.
question.
Where the end users are using it tend to be very remote locations. It's like this. It's no secret, but we're going to be at Proline by the Fire. So Boom Racing and Scaletra will be attending. I won't be there, but Jason and the crew will be. And the first thing I did when we were speaking to them is said, "What's the cell coverage like?" Because we want the end user experience at Proline by the Fire to be as slick as possible. But fingers crossed, we'll have some offline mode testing to do there. And as an event organizer myself, I can also see the future where we implement things within the app to help event organizers. Imagine, hypothetical, Brian Parker and the G6 crew set up an event. All the trails and all the courses are loaded into the app prior to the event, and we send it to the participants, so already on the map those courses, where to start gates, end gates, etc. The sky's the limit. It's just we've got to do everything slowly, carefully, and test it properly and make sure it works.
That goes with the question that's in the chat. Sorry, Javi.
No, go ahead, Josh. Go first.
They were asking, is there a way to overlay a previous run? So
that we're going to implement things like that. As Jason said, we're going to have a global map with all the regular trails that people like to run a lot on the map, like hotspots globally, where you can run a rig. You can turn up to a location, you can see the pin drop on the map where you are, and it'll show you trails nearby. But at an event, what we want and foresee doing, I mean, I want to do it as an event organizer. I run 5 huge trails, well, actually 6 at most events, at my event, 4 100 gate trails for all types of rigs to be able to use, low center of gravity, everything, winch points, the lot, and then a 200 gate super scale trail. I want to be able to map those during the setup phase of the event, and then let people see those trails on the map. It populates it. People go to a specific challenge or maybe a section within the app, and it's UK scale nationals, and they can see all the trails on the map laid out, and it's all the courses and all the gates.
So basically, what Peter's saying is when Peter pre-maps his trail, another user will be able to go to that pre-map trail, click on a button and say, I would like to do this trail. So you arrive at the trailhead and it's already overlaid on the map, just like what the question is. So that's definitely something that we're working on right now. Yeah, it will be something that's super useful because a lot of people use that for navigation. It's not really a navigation like how Google Maps is, but it's one type of navigation that you'll be able to follow the pre-mapped trail.
It's a
So
bit
yeah,
like, yeah, it's a bit like, you know, at King of the Hammers, they do the pre-running and things. We can do that as we set up the courses, and then it'll appear on the map. I think that's a great feature, but we won't give it to the public and implement it until we've tested it, you know, a million times to make sure it works right.
When we first started talking about the Scaletra stuff quite a while ago, one of the things I thought was really interesting that I thought would be fun to do, and it wouldn't be really event based, but what it would be fun for is to get other people out doing it. Is and you could do it at a local level. But it needs that routing. Is essentially picture geocaching.
Yeah,
So like I take a picture and then you could go on my route and look at the same picture. I found a thing out in the desert one day that was a Canadian Club whiskey in the 70s, buried a case there, and it was part of their whole scavenger hunt. There's this whole sign, the cows knocked down the brush. I never have been there a million times, didn't know it was there. But like to find something like that, then you could go out there from the UK, come to Arizona. Like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, I want to go see this stuff. And I thought that it would almost be like picture geocaching.
I used to do geocaching with Scott Curling, Ace of Axe, the US Air Force friend of mine who's now back in the States. We travel around places in the UK using an app, geocaching, finding geocaches and things, and it was so much fun. Tying the two together makes massive sense to me. Really
Well, and
does.
also I think that it brings a lot of people into, like, if you came to my area, you could go find these things.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, and because like when Mike was here, I took him to places that he couldn't even imagine, and it was like, you know, but to be able to experience that, like if I'm going to go on vacation in your area, I'll be able to say, oh, I would like to see things in this town, and then there we are.
Yeah, points of interest on the map permanently.
Right.
Everybody's got them wherever they go. I have where I scale and crawl. There's like a castle. There's so many things I could put as a point of interest pictorially. Yeah, it makes massive sense. My question, and here's a leading question then, as end users of the app, what features would you like to see in the next 18 months that aren't implemented already? Is there anything you guys who using it that isn't part of my peer group within Boom and Scaletra that would like to see, even on the chat? Is there anybody on the chat can think of a way of using the app or a feature that we've not implemented yet that you'd like to see? How's that for a leading question?
I can say pretty much you guys covered already most of the stuff that I know from using it myself would add bonus to it. So you're on a good rip
We've
so
had
far.
weeks and weeks of brainstorming as a team. What you guys don't see is how many hundreds and hundreds of hours we work behind the scenes to make this happen. Even from the point where Jason got me on board and said, we've not even got the code finished yet. Here's a piece of paper. This is a wish list. And I've seen it progress from that to the app to launching it. We did a soft launch, if you think about it. We didn't even really trumpet about it or advertise it or do anything. We did a soft launch for a reason. We wanted the snowball to grow organically. We didn't want to push it to too many people for a start. And people have said, well, why haven't you told more people about it and put adverts on banners, on RC pages and in magazines? Because we're not ready. This is kind of still a testing phase for what we want to do. Once we've implemented the feature set that we feel is correct as a base, that's when we'll start screaming and shouting about it a bit more, if that makes sense.
Well, I think you definitely hit it right. The organic growth, Boom Racing has always done an organic growth. It hasn't ever really promoted itself like it doesn't have the Traxxas advertising budget.
No.
And but the cool thing about it is by going organic this way, you get a lot of people that are extremely brand loyal, and they've tested it, they've done it, and that slow word of mouth, I believe, is better than just throwing money at an advertising campaign.
Yeah, you don't want people to download the app, use it once and not use it again. I want people with a passion for what we do. I mean, if you look at the background of everybody around us on this stream, look at all the vehicles, look, it just shows you what we're all into. The amount of hours we spent building our rigs and this gives us the opportunity to get out and actually run them with friends. What I want to see is the community having more say in what we do and for events and things, meetups and stuff like that, and the app being the focal point of that. So we're creating. PJ's not here. He's quite an important part of what we do. PJ and myself act as a catalyst to get challenges made, put together, and up on the app. We do it by working hand in hand with event organizers globally. You've seen them. There's an event nearly every weekend that we either sponsor or do a challenge for, or both. And there's more and more people coming to us on a daily basis saying, hey, can we have a challenge for the app? Can we do a charity event in the future? And I think that's great. And it's about that organic growth. We're not forcing it on people. We're letting people come to us and say, we want to work with you to make this bigger and work. And I think, that's really important.
There's a few questions on the chat. I don't know about what you just mentioned right there.
Go for it. I did that for a reason. I want to hear the feedback.
I think one of them was chat rooms, right? That way we can use Scaletra to set up weekend meetings with direct locations for users to travel to.
Yeah, that's a feature that we're talking about as a team. Jason, maybe want to say something in a minute, but we've talked about having groups within the app. So you can set up a group with your friends, chat between yourselves, post pictures, share meets, share trails, pin drops, things you want are important to you and your peer group. Like you and your organization, you could have your own little section within the app where you can discuss things. But it's how we implement it without it ending up like Facebook. You know what I mean? It's like so many people use social media for a positive reason. And we want to make sure it's positive and slick and the interface works well.
Well said,
Groups
brother.
is groups is definitely something that we have an eye on, but there are so many other features right now that we also want to do. And I would hate to promise and just give false hope to, and say, oh, we're gonna have all these things in a very short amount of time.
It's like a phase 3, phase 4.
Yeah,
thing.
the reality is that we are such a small team, and we have a big list of things we would like to put on the app. But then one of the most important things is the sequence that we have to choose for Scaletra, how it grows organically, what we think will grow the app quickest, and based on that, we have to decide what to put on the app first. And groups is definitely something that we have an eye for, but it might be a little bit later down the road.
But it's on our to-do list, 100%. It's one of the things we brainstormed.
Yeah.
So I don't know you guys discussed this or what. So for us in our organization, right, we utilize a lot of stuff on the RC, right, to take our veterans out, right? Some of the stuff that we have recently incorporated to the organization is RC boating, right? Why some of our veterans that's not as mobile in wheelchairs or canes or whatnot, they cannot go on the trails or whatnot, right? So there was this one of our veterans here, Robert Osborne, I think is, I'm assuming locating spots like people can like he was saying here located spots for good RC boating can be also as well access to put on boats. I guess he was recently looking for a location to go RC boating and he got kicked out, right? Because
the sky's the limit. I mean, you could add different layers where you click on or click, a button and it shows you where the nearest lakes are, where the nearest streams are, whatever. Sky's the limit with the app. It's just at the moment we've got to concentrate on what we're doing and getting that basic functionality right, and the offline mode and things for event organizers in the future. But that's a great suggestion, and it could just be another layer or filter we add to the app.
Yeah, Sean, you've been doing some RC boating out in Arizona. What do you think about it?
RC boating and Karens go hand in hand. I can sympathize with the guy. I really can. Like, there's great places to go. But I think that in the app, as far as what the app information would have to have, it would have to be it would take like a group of boaters to do it, because there is power boats. They piss everybody off. Then there's sailboats. Everybody who gets mad at the power boats loves sailboats, and it's like I don't understand. It would be like you'd have to judge the lakes on this and that, and like the depth of it, because like the keel distance, there would be a lot of variables that you'd have
It's
to
like
put
a
in.
whole new app. We could create a whole new app in the future.
Yeah, it would literally almost be
Yeah.
like the search query for it would be unbelievable, because it's like gas versus electric versus sailboat versus, I mean, depth versus how deep can you get in? I mean, like how far do you have to go in to set the keel in the water?
Yeah.
There's it would be a fairly daunting list of things, but it would work. I mean, you could do it. I mean, but I
Is
think
there not a website that does that anywhere at the moment? Is there not like a global where
no,
to
dude, just like all RC stuff, boat is very fractured.
niche?
Yeah, well, especially when you get into sailboats, it gets even worse.
Yeah, I've got a few in the garage. I mean, I've done, remember the King of Shaves, the one that Venom had and things like that. We did a Guinness World Record with a TV show with that. And the Spartan. I've got all those in my garage. I'm into RC boats as well.
Yeah, it's
I
RC
see the
boats in the
point.
desert's a little different. We don't have many lakes. Sailing has been a challenge for me, because nobody here knows how to sail, as a matter of fact.
Find a swimming pool indoor. Take over.
It's I think though it could be done. It could be done. I think it would take like a whole lot. And I think that Jason definitely hit it right, is that first the functionality needs to be there, the stability needs to be there, and then worry about adding more modules to it.
It could be one of the points of interest we had. It could be
exactly. A point of interest would actually be great. A point of interest, and then the depth and all that stuff, and then that's a great way to do it. Is point of interest.
Yeah, that would be my suggestion. If we were brainstorming as a team, that's the first thing I'd say. Add it as a point of interest. It's not a pin drop as such. It just shows you, like you say, keel depth and things like that. So it's safe to go there. You don't want to travel to a location, then you can't run the boat you've taken.
Yeah, because I had to 3D print a whole deal just to be able to reach out far enough sometimes to set the keel in the water without hitting the bulb on the ground. And I mean, that would be stuff I want to definitely know.
Matt said he is Matt K mentions here on the chat, and Matt with the pin drops for RC friendly parks. Each user could drop places they go and have a positive interaction.
Yeah, that makes loads of sense. I mean, somebody said to me, the guy I met when I was out on the park and I bumped into another user said, "Why don't you put every model shop on there?" I was like, yeah, it could be another layer we add, but could you imagine how much work is involved to add every hobby store as well? The sky's the limit. And, we've got a map. We can populate it with whatever we want in as many layers as we want.
So we have seen, I think 2 or 3 other apps that actually do those things to add points of interest. And so there's already apps out there doing that for RC. So we're trying to do something a little bit different that nobody else offers, which is basically the trails, and you can find where you can go for trailing. So of course, on top of that, you can build the points of interest, and I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Any other suggestions? Anybody said anything else that we need?
Let me see here. I don't see anything else here. I think some of the stuff you guys already mentioned it, right? Already.
I mean, I think the chat or the actual groups thing would be good, because you could create a veterans group and everybody sit within that talking. I think, I'm a member of a men's mental health group. I've suffered things in my life that gave me milder forms of PTSD to what you guys go through, and I get it 100%. Me creating a group with my peers within, the men's mental health group would be great for me, because I can encourage them to build RC cars, come out on the trail with me. All the things you guys do, which are positive for veterans, I can do in my little microcosm where I am.
Yes, yeah. I think that's a good idea, Peter, because every chapter they have different location, different terrains. So each chapter can do their own groups, right? And places and location they want to meet, switching out like every outing, we switch out location where we go. We try not to go to the same location each time, all that. So sharing all that stuff, is
What
good.
it would do is it would focus the chat between you and your peer groups, because
Hmm.
Facebook pages end up as a massive scroll of a
Yeah,
thousand posts, and it's hard to actually filter that sometimes.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you're in a group and you can chat between yourselves and focus it, it's more important.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. One of our veterans says that I like that Scaletra is more trail focused,
It's where we're at as a group of people. I mean, I'm into low center of gravity cheetah rigs as much as I'm into my super scale. But as I get older, in inverted commas, like I'm late 50s now, I love the building aspects of scale rigs, the model making aspects as much as running them. And that's where my passion is starting, to lie at the moment. I've not built a cheetah rig or a comp rig for
Hmm.
ages. I've got lots of Vanquish. I've got every Vanquish release ever. I'm a fanboy of that. I've still got all my OG axial rigs and I've got LCG rigs. But this is where my passion lies at the moment. Hard bodied, photorealistic scale rigs.
Hmm.
It helps me unwind. The build
Yes.
process is as much an important factor as the running of the rig.
Yes. So here, guys. So Matt, one of our guys, says that I haven't been able to log into my Scaletra app for a bit, for unknown reasons. Do you guys do a maintenance record for so many miles? What parts have worn out?
I mean, on the rigs themselves.
That was a conversation Jason and I had
Yeah.
like a year ago, and was where you would put the parts in, and you would have a let's say you started out life with a brand new BRX02, and at X amount of miles, I replaced or rebuilt all the bearings. So you could actually backdoor it and come up with a whole thing of a recommended service schedule. Because I mean, let's be realistic. It's the VIN numbers and all this stuff. Why not make the whole service schedule for it?
Hmm.
That makes
I
So
mean,
sense.
it was a conversation, but that was like
yeah,
spitballing.
that's definitely something that potentially can be done, but only for our own vehicles, which are boom racing vehicles. We wouldn't really know what the maintenance schedule for another brand's rigs are, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't know how long it will take. So we can't do something like that. Um, and that goes back to the beginning of the app and how the app got started. Is why did we even come up with an idea to create an app like that is because one of the BRX owners came up to us and said, "Hey, is there a way for me to keep track of how the mileage of my vehicle? Can you build an odometer into the vehicle? As we build our trucks to become more and more scale every day. So people are thinking, what's next? How can I do more? So one of the questions is, can I build an odometer? And at the time, I was thinking, okay, so maybe we can build an app with GPS. And since you walk with your vehicle all the time when you go out trailing, you essentially you're tracking your vehicle mileage. So that's the initial idea of the app. Is basically to provide a way to track how much you've been driving your BRX. But then as we dived into this idea, we found out that, hey, actually, you can build so many things when you enable GPS and you walk with your vehicle. You can start tracking all the vehicle data.
Hmm.
Plus, you can add them all up, and then you get a total of all those vehicle data, and then that's basically your own total data. And then with that, you also can build trail maps. You can see where all the maps are. All the trails are in the map, and there's so many things you can build, you know, with this information. And in the beginning, we thought, okay, we built this app out, it's going to cost us this much. but it's going to help out with the sales of our trucks. So for a long time, we were debating whether this app should only be for the BRX owners. Like when you buy a BRX truck, you get an access to an app where it can track your vehicle, and then you have the mileage of each individual vehicle that you're driving. But then as we built this out, we thought, okay, in order for an app like this size to succeed, you cannot limit this app to be just based on one brand. It will never succeed because you're alienating 90% of the entire industry because, let's be honest, not everyone drives a BRX, right? But an app like this can really be beneficial for the entire industry. So at that point, we thought, okay, we cannot just build this for Boom Racing. This has to be for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're driving a Vanquish, RC4 drive, Axio, it doesn't matter. If you have a truck, you can register and it's 100% free.
The really cool thing? I've been to meets in the last few months running the app where we all met up at a location, and I saw a massive cross section of the hobby and industry in the same car park, starting at the same point, doing the same routes together, trailing, that normally wouldn't mix possibly. You know how this hobby can be a little bit cliquey at times, where maybe all the Vanquish guys, fanboys hang together, and where the Axial boys hang together, the RC4. It's like there is a following for each brand, and I understand why. It's a brand loyalty. People have it. That's the joy of this hobby. But the last time I met up, it's a place called Bradgate Park in Leicester on a Sunday. There was a big meet, and every kind of cross section of people, types of brand of car, different aspects of the hobby were together running the app. So that's where it's really positive for me, because it encourages that.
Something I was just thinking just now, especially us here in Operation 11 Charlie, thinking in a military way, right? Us that we like to have accountability where our people are, right? So if we create a group chat, like you mentioned, Peter, before, right? Of the guys are going to go out, whatever location they are. What happened is some of our guys get separated and we need to go out and get them, Is there a way that we can go out? Oh, they are in this point.
Yeah, I'd love some kind of real-time tracking to see where an end user is globally, but I don't know how easy that would be to implement. That's a Jason question.
And the other one is too, is we talked about this a lot, is I am a big opponent of it because security. Okay, so it's great for you. It's great for me. It's great for Peter because we're all adults. This is going to find its way into children's hands.
Yes,
how do you eliminate the possible problems that will incur?
That's why I mentioned creating. It's just that whoever create that group for us, our chapter here in Florida, we have 30 plus 40 people. We curate our group, and out there when we go out on that outing, only those people will know where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everybody.
I get you, and I think of the much broader scale of how it could be completely gone to hell.
Nefariously used.
Nefarious. Great word. Good word.
Well, so we, in a way, when we created this app and we had to upload and get approval to upload to the App Store and also Google Play, they make us sign some agreements to bound by some rules that they have. And one of the things they when you can reply people, add friends, and like people's posts, these things they call it a social media. So we're essentially kind of like a social media. And if you're building a social media app, you must make everybody sign something when you sign up the app. Everybody needs to be at least 14 years old. And if you're under 18, between the ages of 14 and 18, you have to have parental consent. So that's one of the things we're bound by. And when you sign up for the app, you have to agree to those things. I guess that's like the baseline security. But like what Javier said, I also agree that, you know, this information is definitely not going to be a public information if you're going to let people know where exactly you are.
Yes.
Only people that you approve will, you know, see where you are.
Yes,
Something
so
like that.
that's why I was mentioning, kind of like Matt mentioned it. I have Live 360, right? I created that for my family. So my wife, my boys, we are the only ones that can get in there. Actually, we can communicate through that, right? We could
Yeah.
text each other. Also, we could see where they at one point, right? God forbid something happens, I know where they at. That last point, where they were, so I could go straight back there. I was just thinking in a way, safety first, especially for our veterans and whatnot and family members, especially when we go to these big events or huge outings that we do to you know, open terrains, right? How we can minimize the risk. Something, God forbid something happen, we could go get them quick.
One thing I discussed with somebody a little while ago when we were out using the app is having an SOS button.
Yeah.
So if you were out on the trail and you fell over or something happened, you could hit SOS and it pin drops and tells your peer group you're in trouble to help them. I don't know legally how we could implement that or how easy it'd be,
Okay,
but that
I
was
got one
something.
for that. Okay, I did the beta test on the Starlink texting,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and now I signed up for it. It does work. This is more directed at Peter,
Yeah.
but it could be backdoored as a text message where
yeah.
it
I've
initiates an
looked
SOS
into
text.
getting Starlink for our events. I want to put Starlink on the booth, so just to give us some extra coverage when there's
Yeah,
no
me and the guy I
data.
run with, we run Starlink texting, and
Yeah,
it just goes through regular 5G phone because some of the areas we go in the desert are extremely remote.
yeah,
Yes.
And
yeah.
at least this way, I can be like, "Hey, I'm down," you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because the thing is, the safety aspect is important. If you're going to a
Yes.
remote location and you're either on your own or in a small group, if something happens, you need to be able to get help.
Yeah.
I get that aspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, one of the things about this Scaletra app is that we are able to learn a lot from existing apps that are out there, but not
Mhm.
specifically made for RC cars, right? And there are tons of these apps right now. Like I
Yes.
can name a couple that everybody uses, like Strava, All Trails. And the idea is simple. I mean, they've built those features into those apps already. So it's basically whether we want to implement any of those ideas into our app. And we can learn a lot from seeing how these other apps are doing, you know, helping people, especially with safety. And
Yeah.
we have something that we would like to build into our app as well for safety reasons. And one of the things is what Javier has said, you know, seeing where other people are, or maybe even a live view, or maybe a live view every 15 or 30 minutes, depending on your settings in the phone. These are something that the app can definitely do. There's no difficulty in implementing something like that in an app. It just takes a little bit of time to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're at a big event, how cool would it be to see where your friends are at that event?
Heck yeah.
What trails are on? How far
Es-
behind they are? How far ahead?
Especially me when we are in our booth, right? You guys seen us in events, we have our booth, right? And also we have our campground, and we have veterans or groups that go out a certain time, and then that will be cool. Like you mentioned there, Peter, I could see where they at. I get worried. I
Yeah.
worry, where's my guys at? Are they okay? Blah blah. And then that will be cool to monitor, and you can see, oh, they're right here, right? They're
Yeah, I
coming
wish I
down.
could snap my fingers and implement all these things straight away, but we've got a phased approach.
Yeah, yeah,
We've brainstormed the feature sets we
mm,
want. We're
yeah,
working as a team to get each feature set working properly before we move to the next one.
yeah,
We could try and implement 20 things in one go, and then
yeah,
the app wouldn't work at all. I'd
So
rather.
yeah.
sorry to interrupt. So while you're
Sorry.
talking about this, I would like to just like mention my wife, Beth, because she is 100% the reason why this app exists. Um, I had the original idea, but without her, I would never attempt to build an app like this. And we can get other people involved because She worked for a big company before, and they create apps, websites for big companies. So she had the experience and she knows how to build out an app. So she did all the wireframes, she did all the sketchings, she put all the initial ideas onto paper, and to basically look for people to work with us to build the app out. So she is
The
actually
biggest driving force in the app. She's what keeps us all together.
yeah,
Team.
she gelled everything together. She created the wireframes, like I said.
Oh.
And without her, this app would not exist. So right now, she has a long list of things that she's processing, and she's deciding, okay, what we need to do next. It's all about the sequence, right? If you get the sequence incorrect, then there's going to be a lot of issues, because you end up building features that people don't really need.
Yeah.
And with such a small team and limited budget, that's really important. So yeah, so she's doing really important work at the moment. And she's not here right now, but she knows we're doing this live video, but she's in the background all the time. So thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah. I think she's watching us right now.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you.
One of the big things as well is, because of my past roles as magazine editor, where I had to deal with every company in the RC world, I was asked a few times by different people within different companies, what's the catch? What's your kind of angle on this? Why are you doing it? And what I've always turned around and said is, it's like, this industry is a big cake. We can all have different slices of it. We can all have different parts of it, and they grow and get smaller and get bigger. But this is about bringing people together. There isn't a catch. It's about positive things. It's about exercise. I mean, I was 3 stone heavier than I am now 5 years ago. I was pre-diabetic and then diabetic. I'm now back to pre-diabetic and I've lost 3 stone. I was big. And that was sitting on my arse at a desk writing all day long, drinking sodas, not doing any exercise. I now get out and have regular exercise. I now get out and, for my mental health, meet my friends and do things. There isn't a catch. It's not like we're trying to have an angle where we're going to make some money out of this or do it. It's to bring people together. And I think that's the most important thing I want to get over. This is a big community globally, but we're in different pockets.
One of the right. So let me just add to that, is one of the most blessed thing that I was blessed with is that I was able to travel to many different events around the world. And I was able to see firsthand what type of people are actually in our hobby. And when I go to events, it's always usually trailing. Trailing is a big part of what we do. So I go to events and I see a lot of people go out to the trails. And I see people from, I would say, 5 years old all the way up to grandma. Grandma is like 80 years old plus. She came to Hong Kong. Grandma Donna, and you get so many people interested in a hobby based on RC cars. And when I see that, I would like to grow that, because every time I go out into the woods, I feel great. I'm not in the office. I feel amazing when I'm outside, and I would like more people to join our hobby. I mean, it's great to be outside, but I mean, it's a great thing to also get people to come into our hobby at the same time. So we're growing the hobby and getting people out there at the same time through this app.
It's about inspiring people.
I really don't see anything negative about doing an app like this. Everything is just positive. So even if this app doesn't make any money and it costs us to run an app like this, it's a great cause, and to get more people involved with the hobby. Yeah.
About a year and a half ago, Jason started getting me to watch or listen to all these podcasts about how I made it. And it was all these things. And I remember I asked him, I was like, so, okay, after we listened to all these apps and all these things, the one thing I took from this was, what's your plan for being financially stable within the app? He's like, it doesn't matter. It's for the community. They've been good to me. And I was like, well, that's all it takes. I'm sold. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
I'm not
legacy
a
thing as well.
pessimist, so.
We're
No.
bringing younger people into the hobby. It's a legacy thing for the future.
If you don't bring them in, the hobby will die.
Yeah. I see that in all forms, in racing, in everything. We need more younger people to get off tablets and computers and consoles and get out and get away from the virtual world and get into the actual world a bit more often.
When I got out the Army, I did tournament paintball for years, and they did not embrace the younger community, and they faded away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a gamer. I'm into VR. I'm into consoles. I'm into PC games, but I balance it with the real world. And I think that's important. Exercise, learning. I mean, the skills building an RC car teaches you, put you in good stead for the future, for bigger vehicles and other things. It's basic engineering. And I think it's a good thing.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, brother.
So I mean, and you know, let's face it. The big problem that a lot of people have when you go out there is a lot of people don't know where to go for trailing. It's a question that a lot of people ask all the time. Where do you go for trailing? Especially when you're traveling, how do you know if you don't know a local group of guys? It's fairly difficult. So one of the things this app does is a very basic thing, is to be able to show you where the trails are. And that solves one big problem for a lot of people. So yeah, that's one of the things that why this app exists.
The other aspect I think is important is the virtual garage. People are showcasing their builds and sharing their passion for what they're building with each other. And if you've set everything to public, everybody who uses the app can see all your latest creations and builds. And it's like you're sharing the possibilities of what can be done with these kits. It doesn't have to be Boom, it can be any brand, but it's like a catalyst for making other people build something or giving them inspiration to want to build an amazing looking photorealistic rig or something they're passionate about. Like there's a big community especially in the UK, of military builders. They like building Land Rovers and cars and vehicles based on military because they're ex-military themselves. So it's like, how do you show the world what you've just spent 50 hours or 100 hours building? Put it in your virtual garage.
So I totally agree. So when we were in pre-development phase and when we were trying to ask questions, what people want, whether an app like this should exist or not, we interviewed about 20 people, and Jeremy and Matt we interviewed Jeremy and Matt Kosher. And one of the things that we found out that they want is to be able to have a place to show off the builds. So I mean, just to continue on the point where Peter says people want to have a place to show off the build. So this app also provides that platform for you to upload all of your vehicles. Right now, there's a limit. You can only upload 10, but we will gamify the experience so you can add more vehicles to the app soon. But we're building that out as well.
Awesome.
I was impressed it automatically added.
Huge thing.
What's that?
So I was impressed that it automatically added my
your BoomRacing truck.
Yeah, with the VIN number.
So one of the things we built into the app is once you register your BoomRacing, because you can register your BoomRacing with the VIN number and the vehicle number, right? And once you add it onto the BoomRacing website, it automatically syncs to the app. So that's something that we also built into the app so that for the BoomRacing owners.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that. That's
And
pretty
and
cool.
the mileage syncs between your Boom Racing account with the Scaletra app. So when you're trailing and you're driving your Boom Racing truck, that information automatically syncs to your Boom Racing account. So when you log into the Boom Racing website, you can see which date and how much you've driven that truck. So yeah, it's something that we built into the website.
Cool.
I do a shout out real quick. Hi, Preston. He's in the
Welcome.
Hey,
street.
Preston.
Welcome, RC Remedy. Welcome, guys, at Moon Over Miami. Anybody that come in and hanging out with us, thank you so much. Actually, we have 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes before we start saying our goodbyes. We are very grateful, guys. Regardless, all this app, what you guys do, being part of the hobby of the community, what it does for us here in Operation 11 Charlie, what this hobby does for our veterans, it just we are very grateful, guys, because like you guys mentioned, especially us combat veterans, it helps us that we don't like to mingle and be around that many people. It help us like get out, right? That's why we are so grateful to this hobby, man. It help us get out of our bunkers, get out, interact with other veterans, interact with other RC brothers. So we're very grateful. Anything that will help towards that is kind of what you guys created with this app. So
It's
we are very
having
grateful.
people that understand you as well.
Yes, we are
Like,
very grateful.
You can link with people that get you, get
Yeah.
what you've been through, and be there to help you, and that's important.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So real quick, guys, here, any more questions that you guys have for Peter, Sean, and Jason here on the panel and on the chat, feel free to post them out, or people here on the panel, go ahead, you got. But before we go that, I just want to mention again, guys, we started a raffle tonight. Joe, if you can read real quick the all the items that we have on this raffle. This raffle is thanks to Rock Pirates RC. Christian built this. There's a lot of one-off on this build, special build, one of a kind. There's only two of them, if I'm not mistaken, made of this one. So we started this raffle tonight. There's a bunch of people already joined that raffle. It's $5 a spot, or you will get, for every $20, you will get an extra spot. So instead of 4, you will get 5 spots for that. Go ahead, Joe.
So you just want me to read off everything that's on it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's an Axial SCX10 Pro kit with factory team gold shocks.
Mhm.
The next dozen things are going to be all from Rock Pirates, but it has custom OP11 Gold Pro chassis, gold rock sliders, gold hardline bed, gold body post mounts, gold chassis cross member, front comp bumper, fair lead, rear comp bumper, a Reef Raw 800 LP brass steering servo, Reese brass Micro 99, Vanquish Gold 1.9 tanks, and Proline Super Swampers.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Also, we have is a hobby one, only one, the Pro 2300 2300 kV hobby win, also only one in that as well. So again, thank you so much, everybody, always supporting our raffles. This would help to continue to do what we do, take veterans out, take veterans to those events, like we have Program by the Fire coming up in some of the events. So this raffle will start tonight, and we end up on September 23rd. It's a Tuesday, and we'll be drawing the winner at the Rock Pirates RC show there. So again here, Matt says shout out to Jason and the crew. Since Jason first heard of O11C, he has always been willing to help with wheels, tires, kits for raffle. Thank you. Yes, Jason. Thank you so much, brother. You guys have been part over the years helping our organization and our veterans as well. So we are very grateful. Well said, Matt, there, brother.
You guys are very welcome, and thank you for what everyone of you guys are doing out there to help the people and help the community and help the RC hobby continue to thrive. Thank you very much.
Amen to that. If there are any questions, no more questions, guys. Peter, Jason, and Sean, anything else that you're gonna let the people know before we start saying our goodbyes?
Well, I have a question for you, Javier. Are you going to be at Pro Line?
Yes, sir. We'll be there. We are planning to have around 20 to 20 plus veterans and family members out there. I will be there present out there with them.
Oh, okay. Have you been there before? Because I'm going there for the first time.
So that location is one of my favorite. I love all the events because again, I like to interact with different people for different environments or whatnot, different
Yeah.
locations. That's one of my favorite location events
Okay.
there. Location is amazing. This year it's in October, different month, usually always in September. So bring
Oh,
your make sure to bring your hoodie. At night could get a little bit cold, chilly, but it's a beautiful location. Belly Dragger location. They also have the Scale City there. It's a good family environment. It's one of my favorite locations there in Apple Valley.
okay. Awesome. I just don't know what to expect because we've never been. We've heard so many things about the event, good things.
It's it's
So
it's a beautiful location, bro. Beautiful location. There's a town there, Apple Valley. Also, where we staying at is about within 20 minutes of the event. So there's a lot of hotels nearby within 20 minutes, 25 minutes from location. A lot
we
of
actually
restaurants.
booked, yeah, we booked an Airbnb and it's about 30 minutes away.
So it's
Victor,
perfect. It's a
We
lot.
booked it pretty
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, it's a nice location there. Beautiful
Yeah.
location. You're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna be there. Always welcome. We have a huge location there, Jason. So you guys always welcome there to hang out
We're
with
going
us.
to be doing a Proline by the Fire challenge on the app.
All right, awesome.
Maybe we should do an Operation Charlie one as well at the same time.
Heck yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I know our guys would
We've
love
got
that.
enough time between now and the event. We're
Yes,
working on the Proline by the Fire challenge behind the scenes anyway. Maybe
awesome.
me, you, PJ get our heads together and do something for you guys as well. So we've got two
Awesome.
challenges running, one for you, one for.
Awesome. Yeah, we're down. We're down. Very grateful, Peter, for that. My goodness. Let me see the night run. Amazing. Yes, what Batwood Lunatic says, the night runs, man, it's just incredible. So whatever, make sure to bring a rig that has some light. You will see the line of people going over the mountain. It's just incredible. It's incredible. Beautiful location. A very beautiful location, Jason. You're gonna enjoy it, man.
Thank you. That's a good tip. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let me see here. I think if that's it, guys. For us. Again, we have been posting Boom Racing app there. Also check the Scaletra app. Let me here post it one more time. If you guys don't have it, please download it, guys. And then maybe when we have the guys next time, you guys can have more ideas on what to do and what not, and let us know how you guys like the app, right? So
We can keep coming back and telling you when we do implement a new feature.
yes, always welcome.
Even if it's 6 months' time, a year down the
Yes,
road, let's do this again. I've really enjoyed this.
yeah.
Even
Oh,
though
you
it's
guys.
3 o'clock in the morning here.
You gotta get that coffee on, Peter. Gotta get that coffee on, brother.
Yeah, I've got another meeting at 10 a.m. I've got to stay awake for that.
So that's it, guys. Real quick, let's start saying our goodbyes. Here, go ahead, Josh.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Thanks to Boom Racing for sharing about your trucks and the Scaletra app and all the cool things it does. Get in on that Rough Pirates build. That is an amazing rig, and it helps to support getting guys to events like Proline by the Fire so they can hang out, have that sense of community, and just feel like they're part of something. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. We'll say I want to show when we get to you, Peter. I want you to show that. I love that.
Yeah,
When we
that's what
get
I
to you.
got. I just wanted to
Yes,
show that I
yes,
do
yes.
have a military link in my family.
I love that. I love that. Dennis, go ahead, brother. You muted. Oh man.
Squirrel.
like Josh was saying, thanks everybody for being here, being a part of the chat and the live. Boom Racing, you guys are doing some amazing stuff. The trucks are amazing looking. The app is still a little for me to handle, but I got it.
We need an old man app.
I'm just curious, what's difficult for you for the app?
For me is loading a truck to do the trail.
Okay, adding the vehicle to the app is difficult for you.
Yeah, to switch from one truck to another. I've only used it a couple times, but
Okay.
I'm getting used to it. So no worries, I'll figure it out.
Do you use other apps like Facebook or
Yeah.
you know, you're pretty, easy with those? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have any issues using those?
No,
It just takes time to get used to them, right?
yeah, like this weekend, we're gonna be going to the Gauntlet. I'm gonna use it there, so I'll
Okay.
have some more time to use it. Like I
Okay.
said, I've only used it a couple times, and it just
Are you
Yeah,
going
there's
to Proline by the Fire? Dennis, are you going to Proline by the Fire?
no, sir.
I was going to say we'd go through it with you there, but I'm sure somebody at the Gauntlet can go through things with you.
Yeah,
Anything
we'll
you
hook
got
him
up.
an issue with?
The guys, we got
He's just
Joe and
he's
Josh would take care of him.
It's
he's
hard to
he's
do on his old flip phone. That's the jitterbug with the foam on it, so he can hear
That's what
better.
it is. Hey,
Nokia. It's one of the Nokia with the snake on.
hey,
Yeah,
get some index cards, right? Make sure he has it on his pockets, right?
Hey, you know what? The flip phones are actually the latest phones. The latest ones are all flip phones.
Yeah, my
it's true.
wife just got the one that opens up, the one that
It's
goes
true.
double, the new
Oh
Samsung.
yeah.
It's like a widescreen TV in your hand.
No, we appreciate you
That's a
guys
nice
coming
one.
on and talking about the app, talking about boom racing. And like Josh was saying, you guys get in on that raffle. It's an amazing build. It was his personal build that he had never ran. It was a shelf queen.
Yeah.
So the value of that truck is irreplaceable.
Yes. Is
Thanks,
are
Josh.
we? Look at Josh. Are we gonna make that shirt, Josh? Is that a new shirt? That's gonna be Dennis' shirt
Go
it
ahead.
needs to be.
trail.
Just
It
gotta
definitely
Somebody need to send me that art so we can make a shirt for Dennis.
I just want to add, when you have a one-off truck, the value of that truck just exponentially increases.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
The amount effort and parts that are going is just incredible for this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why we run in this raffle for 2 weeks, right? Hopefully we can be able to recover all that stuff. Again, will help us take veterans, what we do with the VA hospital, take veterans to those events. But it's not just taking them there, it's also the lodging, everything that we cover for those veterans and meals and whatnot. So everything helps. Go ahead, Joe.
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming to hang out with us here on another Monday, meeting some new people, some old faces, new faces. Good to see Jason, Peter, and Sean, the masterminds behind Scaletra and Boom Racing. I know I met Jason at Beat the Creek. I got to help him truck through the mud, get his product there. Man, carrying that truck from the parking lot to the tent, I had to have one, so it worked. But amazing product, amazing people. The app, it's great. It's leaps and bounds.
There's some really
The
cool new things we're working on in the future as well.
Oh, absolutely.
This is one point
Absolutely.
in time. This is like a line in the sand. Going forward, you're going to see some very cool, very different things from Boom. But I'm going to shut up about that before Jason fires me.
Oh no, I mean it's all part of it. I mean, you got to start from somewhere, and that's what you guys did. So, I mean, with everything, there's going to be rough edges, but the potential is going to be endless, and it's already bringing people together, and it's going to continue to do that and get better. So, for that, it's good to hang with you guys and see everybody next Monday.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Here I see one of the veterans here on the chat is having issues downloading the app, right? If I'm not mistaken, Raymond. I guess
What's the issue?
You can't
uh,
get when you
He
have
can
to
get the
send the
email?
email for the code.
Check the spam. Check your
I-
spam
Yeah,
mailbox.
I already recommended that to him.
okay.
And also sometimes I forgot which email it is. Yahoo Mail doesn't get it. Is it a Yahoo email by any chance?
Raymond, if you're
Oh,
here, still here in the chat, let us know, brother.
We can link him up with PJ, and PJ can help him on
yeah,
Facebook.
PJ can manually approve his account.
Because I'll be asleep in a few hours, so I won't be able to.
Raymond, message
Yeah, we just need
us.
his email.
Yeah, message me which email you're using so I can share it here after we go live. Raymond, send it to me, brother. Which email you utilize so I can let them know. Don't put it here on the chat, just on the private. Send it to me on Facebook, brother. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, I appreciate you guys having us here. Hopefully, I can in the future do more stuff with 11 Charlie.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything here in Arizona currently, but maybe one day we'll get that.
Amen to that. This year's been very, very difficult for the organization, right? That's why all this raffles, all this stuff is very important so we can continue to expand our chapters and all that stuff, right? And now Sergeant Major is close to is in Arizona. I'm not gonna say it's close to you. I bet you he's on the opposite side
Well, he's a lot closer than you are.
It's true. It's true, brother. So hopefully that's the plan, man. All this stuff that we're gonna be having here, because we want to make sure that we can take care of our veterans, like Sean or what that, so we can go start doing outings there with Sean as well. There, go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for having us, and I just wanted to share something I went and got.
Hold on a second. Let me present
That's
this.
my grandfather,
Wow.
painted by my mother. He was 21 on the day of D-Day when he went in on the beaches. He served all his career. We lost him at 96 a few years ago, and he's the guy that bought me my first RC car when I was 8.
Wow.
So
What?
without
It's
him,
amazing.
I
What
wouldn't
was
be
his
here.
name?
Edgar Gray. And up until he outlived 2 wives, and up until his 96th birthday, smoked 40 a day, drank whiskey. He just lived life to the full. He was a great guy. I miss him every single day.
Wow, that's incredible. You guys, that's World War II veteran right there. That's just incredible, man. Oh, what
There's
that
less and less by the minute, so we've got to cherish
yes.
the ones that are still around.
Yes. Like I was mentioning to you, Peter, before, our California chapter actually has one. Joe said that he on the chat. We have a World War II veteran that goes out with them once in a while, man. So that's awesome, man. Awesome for that. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your grandfather's service, brother. Let me see here real quick. Go ahead, Jason.
So I just also want to say thank you for having us. Thank you for this opportunity for Boom, for Scaletra. Javier, I think, I agree with you. It's been a tough year for, I think, a lot of people, especially in our industry, and actually not just in our industry. But one thing I see is that we still have great people, a lot of really good people, and that hasn't changed yet. So continue to support each other, hang tough, and I think we'll come out of this to become
Together.
better. Yeah.
Strong together, stronger
Yeah.
together.
This is just hard times are only temporary.
Yes.
And we can just continue to support each other, and we'll all come out of this, as better people, and hard times are just
And
temporary. Yep.
amen to that, Jason. Amen to that. Thank you so much. Again, you guys are always welcome anytime. Just reach out. Let us know when you got something new, like you mentioned, Peter. Hey, we want to go back. We will make that happen for you guys. Stay here, guys, before so we can say our goodbyes after we go live real quick, the proper goodbyes here. Everybody on the chat, thank you so much for your support, like always. Let me see who we have next Monday before I get in trouble. I know Nathan, on the 22nd, that will be, right? We have Reefs RC. So we have Reefs RC will be with us on the 22nd next Monday. So we will have Reef, the crew from Reef here hanging out with us. So looking forward for that. I know Matt K will be, they have O11C outing tomorrow with that VA hospital, with the Veterans Hospital there in Perry Point, in Maryland. Also us here on Thursday, this Thursday coming up here locally, we have our VA class at also with all our reps here, and Sergeant Major will be there on the chat, Jeremy Kilborn, giving that class from Arizona. We're looking forward for that. Our guys are going to be at that event this weekend. Josh, Joe?
They got one.
Thank you. Thank you. If you guys go ahead and stop, you guys want to say good hi to them and talk to our guys, feel free to stop there. Also, oh my, I don't want to even want to say it's a few weeks. Oh, I don't know. We got Prona by the Fire. I still got a lot of stuff to do. And we are very excited because this year we have more veterans going in the California area. We have 2 induction ceremonies. One of them is a Vietnam veteran, and then we have a Navy veteran, more recent wars here, that we're going to be inducted there at Prona by the Fire, welcoming them to the organization. Looking forward to see them and hang out with them. I think that's it, guys. Thank you for the support. Did I forget to mention? I always forget something. Joe, did I forget something?
RP1 for the raffle.
RP1 for the raffle. Thank you. RP1. Make sure to put the code there, like the guys always mention, because if not, it's going to be considered a donation. Please, guys. So I already had the email from Raymond. I will share it here with Jason here
Okay.
on private, guys. Raymond, thank you. Everybody here on the chat, much love. We'll see you next Monday. Peace.
Stay safe.
Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Also, let me see here. Stop.